America's Culinary Cup is CBS's first cooking competition series in more than a decade, and the winner will walk away with a grand prize unmatched in culinary history, $1 million. Padma Lakshmi, best known from Top Chef and Taste the Nation, serves not only as the show's host, but also as its creator, executive producer, and she is also a judge. Padma is with us live this morning. Thank you for talking with us here in Boston. Padma, you have said that you felt like this genre, that it needed a refresh. And I understand the amount of work you've put into this, even right down to the way the show looks and the way the set was designed. So tell us a little bit about what really makes this show different than the other cooking shows that we've seen out there.
Sure. I mean, for starters, we have $1 million prize, which is the biggest prize in history by a mile. I think the only other show that comes close is $500,000. I also, with my co-judges, have a scoring system. So you see exactly what we think. You know, we may give feedback in front of the chefs, and we may talk about what we think of any given dish. But we are voting and putting our ballots into a slot, and 4 producers down, they're counting it. So when you see the points come up on the leaderboard, that's news to us too. We don't know how our co-judges have voted. And also, we aren't throwing obstacles in the way of our chefs. We're not trying to thwart or impede them from, undermine them from doing their best. We're actually giving them all the weapons they need, all the most high-end, beautiful, fresh, farm-fresh ingredients that they could ask for. Each chef has their own station. They have 6 burners. They have an oven. There's every toy you could want in that kitchen. And I specifically designed it so it would be a sacred space, like a laboratory, very sort of minimal and Japanese almost. A place where it wasn't cluttered, where chefs could do their best work, because to us, these chefs are our rock stars. They are the captains of their industry. They are the best America has to offer, and we want to treat them as such. So they're not sequestered. They don't live together. They're human beings. We don't we don't take away their phone. I mean, obviously they don't have their phones in the kitchen, but they want to stay up all night and memorize, baking formulas. That's on them. We just treat them like regular people who are really just great at their job. And I think that's the biggest thing that's different.
You make such a good point, because you watch some of these shows and they inject the chaos on purpose, right? Like, oh, well, there's only 1 or 2 ovens, and so everyone's waiting to use it. And it's almost like you've been set up to fail in a way almost. And so I like that this is like that. You have everything you need. If you're the best, just prove it. You talked about how these are some of the most highly trained, qualified chefs. Talk about the process. What was it like to find them? Because aren't these all Michelin star or James Beard Award winners?
A lot of them have Michelin stars or green Michelin stars. They are nominated or awardees of James Beard Awards. They are Best New Chef for Food and Wine. They all come with accolades. You had to be invited. I mean, we did, I think we have a casting director, obviously, and you could submit your name. But, by and large, we really wanted to canvass the best of the best. It was hard because a lot, there have been a lot of cooking shows. So a lot of these chefs, have competed here and there. I mean, you see a couple of ex-competitors there that we felt were strong enough to come on. But we wanted to make sure we got a variety of chefs, not only, male and female or different heritage or backgrounds, but also different parts of the country. We wanted to make sure we included everybody we could to have a really interesting group of chefs, and I think you'll see that here.
On CBS Mornings, you had said that you wanted this show to be like the World Series of cooking. How do you make sure that this show lives up to that? I get that vibe from just even the name of the show. I think that invokes that. But how do you make sure that that happens?
Well, I think you have to pay attention to what you're asking the chefs to do. I'm not a chef, I'm a food writer, but obviously I've spent my life steeped in the company of chefs. And so I had an advisory panel who I really relied on, captains of our industry for decades and decades, people like Danielle or Jean-Georges and different other chefs from around the country. And I asked them, what do you think are the 10 most essential qualities of a chef? And I took all of that information and with my team, with the executives at CBS who were really helpful, Gloria and Mitch, as well as my producing partner and our producers, we really try to devise a way to see who is the best. And I think they really appreciate it. They appreciate the seriousness of the show, and they appreciate that it's not just gimmicky for, cheap entertainment. I think the genre of reality television, and specifically food competition, has evolved, and so I wanted to show that. Evolution with my show. And again, I just wanted to refresh. I just wanted to shake up the landscape.
Yeah, we love that. All right, well, Padma Lakshmi, America's Culinary Cup here on CBS, culinary queen herself. Thank you so much for talking with us this morning here.
Thank you, Breana. Take care.
Thank you, Padma. Hey, and in case you missed last week's episode, America's Culinary Cup premiere, you can stream it on Paramount Plus, and then you can watch all of the new episodes on Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m. on CBS.